Vekoma is a Dutch coaster manufacturer who was bought by Sansei, the parent company of S&S. However, in the past, Vekoma has been responsible for some of the world's worst coaster models, including the Vekoma Hang and Bang, aka the Suspended Family Coaster, the Boomerang, and the dreaded SLC, or Suspended Looping Coaster. Now, about Vekoma, it's important to note that in 2018, the Dutch manufacturer was purchased by Sansei, the same parent company as S&S, an awesome American manufacturer. And one of Vekoma's newer models is the Super Boomerang. This is essentially a next generation to the dreaded Boomerang. Now, there have been multiple other iterations of the Boomerang, including the giant inverted Boomerang, which has installations such as Aftershock at Silverwood, Stuntfall at Parque Warner Madrid, the traditional Boomerang, which has coasters like Generator at Wallaby Rhone Alps, and the family Boomerang, which has coasters like Reich at Phantasialand and Light Explorers at Energylandia. So talking about some of this coaster's stats, it has a max speed of 95 kilometers per hour or 59 miles per hour, about 1,430 feet of track or 436 meters of track, and a THRC of 800 riders per hour. Now, I really wasn't able to find anything on RCDB or on Vekoma's website regarding the launch. Now, I presume it'll be an LSM launch, but we don't know if it'll be like a swing launch or it'll just be a rolling LSM launch. We don't know yet. But either way, this coaster will have a good mix of forces, and I don't know how it'll sell in America, but I definitely see it selling very well in Asia, which is funny that I bring that up, because the first installation is going to Wild in Zhujiao, China. Now, hopefully as construction progresses, and then we'll learn more about the model. But it definitely looks to offer a good mix of forces. We'll have some ejector air time, maybe some laterals on some of the inversions, we'll hang time. And I'm sure it'll have some positives in some of the valleys as well. So overall, this coaster looks very awesome. Now let's just go over some of the standout elements real quick. So first things first, we got the aforementioned Immelman. This element looks cool. Its profiling is very elongated, I guess, so it looks like it could give some nice hang time. Then you have this step up that looks like it gives some very good ejector air time. Now next up you have this element that kind of reminds me of like a truss dive on the RMC Raptors or on Air Force One, in the sense that it basically starts off as an airtime hill, then it transitions into a dive loop. Now I'm sure the twist will give some decent laterals, and then the preceding valley will probably also give some good positives. And then, instead of doing a step up into the spike, you do a 0G roll up into it. This element looks awesome. I don't know if you'll get forceful hang time, or you'll get some nice laterals. Again, it really just depends on the pacing. We don't know much about this coaster model yet, but I'm a sucker for 0G rolls, so this element looks awesome. And then finally, you have a spike, which just looks like it gives some good weightlessness. Spikes are always super fun. And you'll basically just complete the whole layout in reverse. I'm really excited for that 0G roll in reverse. That looks awesome. But this coaster as a whole just looks very awesome. I mean, one of the best shuttle coaster models I've ever seen. And if you saw the thumbnail of the video, it said, why is no one talking about this? I mean, seriously, no enthusiasts are talking about this. And I don't know how well it'll sell in America. I mean, I can maybe see a boardwalk park picking one up, or who knows, maybe even Six Flags New England. I mean, they need a new launch coaster, and a next gen Vekoma would fit that gap. But anyway, this model looks very cool, and I'm very intrigued to see where it goes. We already have one installation opening up next year, and yeah, I'd love to see more parks get one of these. So that just about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.